All right, starting section 1 up to the Vermont border. This is Sherman Brook, I believe, and we'll follow it for a while. And then up to Pine Cobble and the state line. Sherman Brook here. We're gonna follow it up for probably 1.5 miles to near the campsite. More of the brook because it's beautiful. Going up 4 miles to the state line. Good place for a swim. Very tempting, but we just got started, so. All right, making good time. This is Pete's Spring. I think we're almost at the campsite. And this is our water source. We're about 1,300 feet, something like that. We're about to go up Pine Cobble because this is the bad weather trail. So I guess it is pretty rocky boulder field as I was told, but you can't see it yet. We'll show you that in a second. Nice weather today though. Okay, here begins the walk up lots of rocks and boulders. Pine Cobble. I'll show you if they get any worse than this, but it's a little bit steeper, but so far it doesn't look too daunting. Let's see what's ahead. All right, well, there's some big-ish size rocks. I don't know how much farther it goes up. It looks like over there. I can't tell if it just stops there or if it keeps going a little bit further, but we're just taking our time. The thing that worries me most on this is snake country, and it's a hot, dry day right now. All right, well, there's a cairn here. I believe this is top of East Mountain and Pine Cobble. There are lots of pines up here. I know there's a view here somewhere. I'm not sure if we have to go down the Pine Cobble trail or not, but if so, we'll get it next time and we'll go to F's Lookout. All right, well, here we are, just past there. Pine Cobble Trail, Williamstown, 2.1. 2.7 to Route 2. 1 mile to the campsite and 1.3 to the border. And this is going to be our view up here, I imagine, on the Pine Cobble Trail. Well, probably if I go down it more, but we're going to come up here another time. Let's see if there's a view at F's Lookout. All right, we have made it to Vermont. Over there, the sign says Appalachian Long Trail North, Seth Warner Shelter 3 miles, Congdon Shelter 10 miles. And this is the border. And that says welcome to Massachusetts. Sherman Brook Campsite 2.3, Pine Cobble Trail 1.3, Massachusetts Avenue 4.1. And we are gonna chill here and do some fun celebrations and then go back to the campsite. So I am in Vermont. And Field and Stream is over there in Massachusetts. Well, what does one eat when one arrives in Vermont? Of course, Vermont cracked pepper summer sausage. This should be like an ad. Welcome to the Long Trail. Have your Vermont cracked pepper summer sausage with some black flies swarming around you. Okay, so we went up to the Vermont border because they didn't want people hiking on the Long Trail until Memorial Day because of mud season, and looked pretty good up there, but you know, I follow Leave No Trace. I believe in it. So anyway, we did it out and back up to the border, and now we're going back to Sherman Brook Campsite. It's about 2.3 south of the border, about 1.8 from North Adams, which is down there, which we'll see in a second. We're gonna take this way down because going down the Pine Cobble bit probably is less fun, but than going up. But this is where the views are. This would be a great tent site if you were that kind of illegal stealth tenter. Look at that. And that's North Adams down there. And Greylock is here. I can't really see it. And that's Saddle Ball. So anyway, if we get another view, we'll show it. Well, the bad weather trail is the one with the views. Holy moly. You can kind of see Greylock over there. But yeah, very cool. And hopefully you can see all the black flies. Right, we are back at base camp. So I gotta give Tilden Stream credit for this. My OCD didn't like the idea of setting up camp and leaving a bunch of stuff and then going up the rest of the way to cut some weight. When we knew we were coming back, it made perfect sense. So we just set up the tent, threw everything we didn't need. No food, of course, or smelly stuff in there. And then went up to the border about 2.5 miles and then came back down. And there's one other person here for the night at one of the other tent platforms. And we're gonna make a small fire to keep the buggies away. And there's a privy over there and a bear box.
It's a great campfire. Logs. Look at these.
And a nice campfire area here. All right. All right, the sun is setting over Bald Mountain. We're on East Mountain, that's Bald Mountain. They're right next to each other on the Massachusetts-Vermont border. And we're gonna hit the hay because it's hiker midnight. All right, we are packing up. It's kind of got cold last night. It's still a little bit cold right now, about 40. Sun came up over there, it's pretty. And my friend from the AMC was up here in town for his daughter's lacrosse tournament in Williamstown. So he came up this morning and joined us for coffee. And we had an exciting night. There was another hiker here who I guess had abdominal pain, so he called in a rescue. And about 12:30 in the morning, a bunch of firefighters were up here shining flashlights and asking a bunch of questions. And I guess they had to walk him out last night because he's no longer there. So I hope he's okay. Thinking it was maybe noro. I hope not for his sake, but anyway, it's only 1.7 miles down to town, and pretty easy trail, so I'm sure they got him out okay. And we are gonna go into town and enjoy town for a while instead of 2 days of downpours and 40 degrees.